Hej Sanna! Eller Velin, jag gissar på att det är Tesa. Hello. Yeah. Hello, nice to see you. And I say hello. Wait 1 minute, I will go and say something to someone. I will soon come back.
Du ska gå in och titta och skriva lite.
Du ska ge pengar också?
Nej, det behöver jag inte. Du ska gå in och titta och skriva.
Okay, we are three who is watching, and that's really nice because this is a test of my new camera and see if things work. So I was not looking for to have many big audience. I was trying to play a little bit, and you see on my table I have some rice paper from xoxo, and I have some chipboards from ab.studio. So I will do something like that. Ulrika, hey, nice to see you. So I shout out and say hello before I start. And I know that there are some other events on this time, so I want to test my setup for tomorrow, because I will doing a live tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central European Standard Time. I will do a live, and that's why I want to do a test that everything is working. So this is why I'm to play a little bit on my table and prepare for tomorrow. Hello Anita, I have some Swedish people here and I say thank you for watching. Tack snälla ni för att ni kommer från Sverige och tittar. Och jag tänkte att jag skulle börja med att ni ser mig, att här sitter jag i mitt pysselrum. And I'm sitting here in my craft studio. And that's why I have a small picture of you, so you can watch me. And I will start to play with my goodies a little bit and tell you what kind of project I'm thinking about. Lisa from Buffalo. That's nice. And Ohio. And you're so welcome. Thank you. You're so welcome to watch. Okay. I put all big table here and like that, and yes, I know how to do it. I'm so happy when I learn something new, and I don't know about the light, but I think you can see what I have on my table. Yeah, I only have 9 viewers. I hope tomorrow at 4 p.m. Standard European summertime, we have summertime. I will do like a hop tomorrow about steampunk, and I will prepare my hop a little bit, and that's why, and I want to check that everything is working for tomorrow. I have this gorgeous rice paper, and you see what I have on my table? It's an old clock, and I paint it over, and I will add some of these rice papers because I really love the color, to save a little bit time, because I don't have the time to do everything. So I'll start with that, because I will do something with a chipboard on this side, so it's a little bit more bigger project. And everybody see me and hear me well, because that's important for me for tomorrow, that that you can watch me and hear me. So I will add this paper, and I do. My time right now is 7 p.m. right now here in Sweden, so it's in the evening. bra ljud, toppen. So I randomly will pick out these papers to make my own shape here in the background. That's so beautiful. So I'm tearing them to pieces. And if you go to my channel, you can see what time I'm going live for tomorrow. It's a big event tomorrow, and I'm joining the event. And it's about steampunk. So I prepare myself for that event a little bit already today. So I will place my paper randomly on so it will be a background. I think I can save a little bit time. So you see, I will like that cover, and we put some texture around it also. Oh, it's so beautiful, and always feeling like you destroy it. But I think it will be perfect for this project, and this is amazing. Can we keep it like that? I will take off this. I think that's make like a dark shape on the table. I need more color on that side, I think. So I'm placing with the rice paper. Yes, steampunk is my favorite thing to do. Steampunk and vintage. It's just lovely. So, and perfect. Please ask me questions and tell me how much is the time where you are, because you are some from Canada and like that. And Sweden we have like 7 p.m. here right now. And it's a time saver when you can add like rice paper or tissue paper or napkins on your project. So I'm doing like a time saver here and chatting to you and preparing for my project for tomorrow. 1 p.m. Okay. Is rice paper like vellum? No, rice paper is like a thin paper. It's not like regular paper. It's very easy to tear it, so you can and you see it adding it, so it's soft. And if I had these numbers and like that, it can go it's get transparent. So you see I'm adding the soft material on the back and also on the upper side, so it will stick perfectly. And this is a very easy way to make interesting backgrounds on different projects. And right now I have a little bit of the time. Like mulberry paper, there are like tissue paper, and they are very, very thin. And here it's like mulberry paper. I have a little bit difficult to explain exactly what it is, but it's very fun because you can find many different brands, and so it's perfect for you to only add a little bit more texture or interest. But I really love this color scheme. I will add some texture on it, and stamping and playing with color also, but it have a great color that matches my ID. Where did you get this online? I bought it from one shop here in Sweden, but I'm sure you can find xoxo paper in your perhaps your country. Xoxo paper is a brand from Italy, and I know it's really hard for the Italians right now, so perhaps they have difficulties right now to shipping or like that, but perhaps you find it in a store or other brands. So look for rice paper. No, not like the wax paper. This is more soft, not as soft that like napkins, but it's really easy, but near clothes. Very thin, and it have like, if I show you, like a texture, and you see the fibers go really easy if you tear it away, so you get nice effect when you can do like that. I have so dirty hands and nails, so really excuse me for that. But I have done many projects and like that, so I can't get my nails clean right now. And the hands are also messy. So you can find many gorgeous rice paper. I know that AB Studio also have rice paper, but this is a rice paper too. Very gorgeous, but it's blue, so it didn't work for this paper. And this is from AB Studio. Aren't it gorgeous? And it's the same effect you can do with this. You can add the whole paper and work on it, or you can do like me, tear it in smaller pieces. But it's very easy to apply, and I can do something with the white spaces then, and adding color. But I have already now a very interesting background. Like bumpy, I shouldn't use it on so texture cover. I could easily use it on something round, but I shouldn't use it on the bumpy. I should use it like that on the flat surface. That's what I am preferring. But I can really say I haven't tried to do it on a bumpy surface, and I have done it before on like gears, and it was really a hard time. I was looking here if I have the project nearby. I don't have, but I was adding like rice paper on the gears, and took a little bit time. I had a great effect, even if sometimes you paint all over it with paint and like that. But I think this will be like a gorgeous surface, and I try to use even these small parts. And I'm leaving it to drying it a little bit before I will add some color on the white spaces, because I want to add some texture and things on the place, the white spaces. So you see, when it's wet, it's so easy to like tear it off. It's really, really easy. Okay, if somebody asks me if it's similar like Tim Holtz paper, I missed that questions. Someone was come and told me that there is a question. What did I miss? Wrote the question again about Tim Holtz paper. I will not use it as a clock. I will keep this, but I'm thinking this was a broken clock, and because the machinery here back have been broken, so I using this instead of a canvas to create on. I like to find broken items to create on. So this is only like instead of a canvas to play on. I like to find old things on flea market, or if something get broken at home, I'm thinking, can I paint on it? Can I use it for something? It's almost like Tim Holtz ideology paper, yes. Yes, it's almost the same like Tim Holtz paper. This is a thinner one. The Tim Holtz paper is a little more, it doesn't have the fibers. I know what you mean of a Tim Holtz paper. Yeah, it's a good idea to remove the mechanics if you don't going to use turn into a clock. No, but I'm thinking, because I haven't decided yet, I could put this, but I think it's I like it to if you put it on the wall, it will stand out like 2 centimeters from the wall. So I will keep the mechanism. Perhaps I feel to add something in the behind, like a gear. I haven't decided yet, so I will keep it like this time, because I think these are a great idea. And I could add numbers, but I will not use it at the clock. I will use it instead of a canvas. That's my idea. And we set it aside to dry a little bit. And I'm thinking to give my chipboards a little bit texture. I think they need to be a little bit more texture. So a little bit messy here. I haven't been around Facebook Live so many times, so I need to practice more to going live. So this is my way to practice, to have a small audience, and that's perfect. I love the gears behind the clock. Yeah, I think it can be like a great effect if you add in gears. Perhaps some behind. So that's my idea. I have this Finnabair rust set, and I think it's so easy to work with them. And I'm using the darkest color and having this stiff brushes. So the only thing, the colors can get a little bit dry, but you need to add water, spraying water in them before you close them. So now I will tap color on them to add the extra. And I changed my mind a little bit, and that's what with the lights. Hi Carol, nice to see you. Welcome to me. So nice that somebody have the time to watch me. That's just amazing. And my impasto paint are I only have a little bit left, so I'm using it. It's brown and really thick, but that's not the problem. I'm adding water to it so it gets the thickness that I like. So I will do it first, a little bit brown all over it. It has the black, so I start with doing my gears brown, so they will not be black, they will be like brown and a little bit rusty, but also a little bit metallic, so they will stand out from the background. I haven't exactly decided what I will do. You can't do that with mixed media. Yeah, you can of sure buy things like this in shops, but when there are summertime, so like that, I really enjoy going to garage sales or flea markets to find many things. I like shopping on flea markets. I buy anything. That's one of the best things you can do. When you have the free time, not right now, you can find nothing right now, even if Sweden haven't locked down. I think we are very lucky that shops and malls and schools still open, and also restaurants. So we are very, very lucky. So I'm tapping color here and there. My intention is not that it will be perfect, not at all. Yes, it's a gorgeous carol with the flea markets. I really enjoy flea markets. I can buy everything from there because suddenly you find something that you have been waiting for, and it doesn't need to be old or broken. You can find everything. So now I have it a little bit more like brown shades all over it, and I want a black brown undertone on my project. Now I will go on with the rust effect. You're not so lucky, Liam. I'm so sad for you who lives in the countries that have completely locked down and need to stay at home. I think we are, even if it's hard to live, because you should have the social distance. And for example, I haven't met my mother for so many weeks, but you need to call every day and let them know that you are thinking about them. Okay, we have like a brown, little bit darky, brown and dirty effect, and that's exactly how I like it. It's perfect. I think it will stand out from the golden effect like I want to have the background. And we will have something goldy or sparkling for the focal point then. So I would try to do a little bit on the background also today. And this we have prepared for tomorrow when I'm going live again. But then much earlier I have prepared. So if you are a subscriber of my channel, you will notice at what time I will go live tomorrow. So you can see me finish up this project tomorrow. Because I want to do it like steampunk vintage style. And this paste is also easy to use, but be sure to take a rather stiff brush. And I like to tapping it, so you don't use your most expensive brushes. Have cheap ones. Yes, all of you must stay safe and take care of yourself and your family members. It's really important these days. I hope this corona will go on, stop. I like very much working with chipboards. Chipboards are just incredible to work with. I think we are a little bit too dark. Can we have a lighter light here? I think okay. So I have the next paste that is more red, and I think this is from one of the fantasy pastes. It's called Burnt Sienna, and I will take a new brush here, and I will go with that one too. Not so much, and tapping a little bit here and there. I have no plan, and this is only to make like a ground preparation for tomorrow. And they dry really fast, so I set them aside. And like I said, if you subscribe to my channel, you will see me finishing this project tomorrow, because this is like my preparations for tomorrow. And you see me using the rust paste and like that. What are you using? I'm using rust effect paste from Finnabair Prima. I want to create like a rusty effect. And now without the plan, because then when I'm gluing my composition, I have already prepared my things, so I do it randomly, and when I have glued them, I perhaps do it on some places again when I see how to do the composition. I haven't decided completely how I will do. You cannot do it because I will have some focal point, and I haven't decided all my decoration and things like that, but it's a little bit more bigger project. But I think it's the rusty things already looks dirty and randomly dirty, and like that's why I like it. But it will be some metallic, but this is also a way to create some texture on it. So I think it will stand out from the piece. And I also have for this in this set, there are 3 colors in the set, and I also have the like yellow one, and I show you a little bit only now, but I want to have the composition, and I only want a little bit, but it will be like yellow on some places, and I don't want to have too much yellow, but this gets like really nice effect. So I only want touches, so you can see I have only touches of the yellow, and I think that's. This chipboard are from AB Studio. It's a Polish brand. So the chipboard are from AB Studio. So it's they have a lot of chipboards. Here I have some wings on the back side, so I have a lot of them. Can you see here these chipboards? Gears. I have them for extra if I need something more. So AB Studio, designed by Aga Baraniak. You can Google them on on the net. They have a home page that you can see. Perhaps you can contact and see if they sell in your country. Really good quality, and it's easy to pick out from the base, and that's important for me because sometimes when you use chipboard it's so difficult to pull it off. But AB Studio, you see how big it is. It's just amazing. So I will add little bit yellow only on some places and only like a touch. So it's nice that you're doing me company a little bit here this Friday night that we have. I think I can really enjoy it. I don't know if somebody have sell. I can write to Aga and ask her if she have someone she sell to in United States. So if you watch my live tomorrow, I can tell you if there are any store in United States. Yes, and Poland is very talented to create chipboards, just amazing. There are many different brands, but I like the sizes of these chipboards, that they are a little bit bigger than other brands. I think our backgrounds chipboards are ready. I wonder if this is dry, because then I want to work a little bit on the surface. I haven't decided what to do with it, so I put this dirty thing away and take my base again. And yes, it's not perfectly dry, but it's dry enough to work on, but I need to clean my hands. Yes, Liam, you must try chipboard. It's perfect. Yes, Poland steampunk art is gorgeous art. Absolutely. Now I want to add something here, and I want to add some texture. Not so much, fine texture of something. So I will look what I have. And I have on my table white texture paste, white sand. I haven't opened this one. Oh, perfectly. So I will add something. And my advice to you to not use brushes with your texture pastes like that. You will destroy it. So I will add fingers because I want to add some texture on the edges like this, because I want to do some coloring. I want also to do some stamping, but I'm like that. I want to use the heating gun so little as possible. So I always try to think what I can do while the things are drying. Yes, watch tomorrow, Carol. You're so welcome, because I will finish my project tomorrow. This is only my preparations. I will working more on the project. I couldn't resist of doing a little bit more bigger project, because sometimes I think I have done so many small projects and I'm missing to doing bigger ones. Yes, steampunk is really gorgeous, and now I'm creating the texture, and I will add more, but I want to have this drying a little bit before I'm doing add the coloring. So I think I will add more texture, but I will do some stamping. why should I do some stamping? I have some background stamps from also from Finnabair, and I want to use two, perhaps three different ones. And why I choose these ones? Because they are the closest one right now here, like that. And it's so easy to have like small background stamps nearby. I have also this set of ink stamp pads from Ranger, and they are so they keep the coloring tomorrow. So tack Ulrika, vi gör klart den imorgon. Spännande om du hakar på då också. I'm changing it a little bit to Swedish. I will have a very busy day tomorrow because I will be having 4 classes, mixed media classes tomorrow for some Swedish ladies and doing them online. And now I will stamp, and you see where I'm stamping. And this is only randomly, but I try to stamp where the white places is. And I'm using the brown a little bit randomly. And it's not really dry, but I'm not worried about that because I will paint over it and add in color, but I want there to be like something interesting, so I can get it together. And I think I will have paints flowing here. Yes, and tomorrow will be interesting also because we will do it in a private group, like a live session, and having 4 art journaling classes. And because I couldn't go there, this was the weekend I should have been in one other place to having classes with them live. And like you know, everything is cancelled right now. So I was thinking how to do it on a different way, and I have the classes online, like live settings, and my students are ready with gorgeous kits. So they have buy a kit and ready for classes. And that will be a really test because it's working good. Perhaps I will do something like that more in the future. Now we're seeing it taking a little bit more, and I'm using different shades of colors, but I'm going for the brown and the blacks. And stamping like randomly here and there to doing some interest. And not so much here because I think we will add in some color here. Yeah, that will be nice. I'm happy with it. I don't use... Hey Lisa, nice to see you. I'm doing a test today also. You see what I have? I want to show Lisa here with my finger. You see what I have, Lisa? What I have, find out. So I want to show what you can do. I try to learn something more that you can do. So if somebody I haven't seen, I can say hello. Nice to see you all. So this is a test so I can know how to do everything. Eller hur Lisa? Man lär sig något nytt varje dag. Och så passar jag på att lära mig lite nytt när jag har en flink liten kille som kan lära mig och som stöttar mig så att jag kan göra det här själv. Okej. We go on. Okay, I think you can do many things when you learn. Okay, I think anyway we need to use the heating gun. Even if I didn't like that, but try to leave me some comments or have some questions. So I will trying out and we'll try to add some colors. Okay, Carol, this is the first time you have seen me live? Or you're thinking about something else? I haven't done so many live shows. I have done some for Finn and for Prima on Facebook. But I think I prefer to doing it on my own channel because it's easier, because when you're doing a live here, it stays here on the channel. So I think I will like this more. So I will finish my project tomorrow, but I think we can add soon some color on my project. It starts to be great, and we will add the brown color some on the same way, the same impasto paint that I was adding on the gears, and we still have a little bit paint left. So there are a little bit more brown paint, and I will have some water on it. And I will have a brush. And now I want to be a little bit more careful. So I'm tapping like that, a little carefully, and I will go with a water bottle to spray it a bit, because I don't want to have too much. Because now I want to add like a background color, and here it's a little bit more difficult to work because I have the texture here on the outside, but this is only to make this go together, to make the blending here. So now I want it to go together here. So very easy, and to make the paint flow, and the impasto paint, it's so much pigment in the paint, and they are matte when they're drying, and I like exactly that the paint is matte when it's dry. Härligt, härligt Ulrika, that's nice to see you. So I think this can be, if you're home alone, it's a perfect way to have some company, to be chatting and creating live. And the best thing, if you like to also with me do some creating, can be perfect these days when you can't go to crops or events to do crafting together. I really miss that, to go to events. Yeah, and they are really gorgeous, and I'm playing because I want the paint to flow a little bit naturally. And it's easy to wipe off where you have a little bit too much. And I think it can be really nice. It need to be dry, but I'm crazy about brown and vintage projects. So I can go now with the rust paste also, because I want to pick out the yellowy. Now it's very brown. So I can go on with this yellow one. And it starts to be really dry, but you remember what I said, when the paint is dry, you mix a little bit water in it, and that's the most thing with the rust pastes. They have some, many have wrote about them, that they're dry, and yes, you must take care of your pastes and stir them and have like that. And if it's acrylic paint, then you think it's they get too dry too fast. Add some water and stir them. But I also like to add in my acrylics paint. You can use liquid color fluid medium. It's you can add a little bit in your acrylic paint so it can stay longer, especially on summer times, or if you lived in the countries that have more sunny and more warm weather than we have in Sweden. So I think it's perfect. Yeah, I now will add a little bit yellow to my project, and here I'm tapping like the yellowy, because I really like the background with the yellow touches on it, and tapping around a little bit here and there, and here also I'm spraying and let it move, so you cannot find out so much about the edges. And I think that can be gorgeous. So I'm doing this rusty effect also on my background to give the effect that I like. So my background can be ready for tomorrow. And spraying and playing, and I think I will leave it then for drying. And perhaps I have one more color like I want to add, and perhaps I'm doing that tomorrow. And can you guess what that color, if I will go from the brown and yellow, what that color can be? Do you have a suggestion what I should add, if I should add a color? That is not brown, yellow. What I'm thinking about? It's more an ochre or rust, yeah. But vintage touchy feeling. So I'm adding even the more red coloring one. Yes, that one I love, the more reddish color. So I'm tapping around to getting a great effect. And now I'm thinking it start to come around. And I have been live for 50 minutes, so that's great. And so I'm playing, so I'm having like randomly like a dirty effect, and I think I will add, yeah, Sanna guessed right, turquoise, the teal, the turquoise. I should add a little bit teal perhaps. You're right. Yeah, I'm having autofocus on my camera, so that's why when I'm tapping a lot, it can go out of autofocus. I haven't decided yet if it's if I should go without autofocus. Perhaps I'll do a test about that tomorrow in the morning, a little bit test to see if that's better. But I think that's great. It need to be dry, but I think we have a great background. I only do a little bit here, even if I know I will have my focal point here, but we can tap it like that. And for right now I keep this one like that, but I think we have a great background. Yeah, some teal I need, but I will leave this for drying over the night. And when it's dry, because I will leave it over the night for drying, I'm doing also the edges. But I think we have something here for tomorrow going on. Perhaps I'm adding the teal tomorrow. Right now I don't know about the teal. We see when I do the layering with the chipboard. So we have made this, and it could be a clock. You could add the numbers here, and I could have it a clock if it had been working. So yes, I'm really loving this, and only have small pieces here and there, but the rice paper showing a little bit like effect. I just love it. Now it's wet and it will be more matte when it's drying, but I think I don't need to blow it to heat it. And it will have something here on the edges with the gears popping out, and I think they will be a little bit metallic, and something with the yellow or golden on the top as a focal point. And to have these gears showing up and the things popping up. Okay, I think this are for tonight, and tomorrow I will be back here on my YouTube channel for doing the next step in this project. Is to gluing and to adding my focal point and to add some waxes or metal on these, because the papers in the beginning are from the background paper. It comes from Showbella Paper Crafting. It's printed in Italy. And this is one other paper. It could also be like a great project. I have an idea what to do with this face, but that will be some other time. I already have an idea what to do with it. So this will be some other project. So I will leave this to dry over the night. And yes, hope to see you tomorrow. And I hope there will be more busy chatting tomorrow. But yes, please stopping by tomorrow. So I say bye-bye. Have a nice evening or morning or wherever you live. Bye.